This is frustrating. It feels like every time I try to recover and lighten the workload a little bit is when my lower back actually flares up again. I had a pretty good streak here lately, hit 370 maybe a month ago, hit 315 for 10 maybe 2 weeks ago now. And after that 315 for 10, I've kind of told myself, let's back off a little bit. Let's just let the legs get a little break. I've been pulling like 12-hour working days. So the workouts have been kind of cut smaller. And the last 2 days, I've had some lower back pain. It was starting out as just like a little pinch here and there. I've sort of tried to ignore it. And I didn't want to face it and kind of bring it into reality, which is probably stupid. But I woke up this morning and it was definitely there. And it's not all that bad either. It's just kind of nagging. And, it's enough for me to be thinking about it pretty well all day. It was bothering me all this morning as soon as I got up out of bed, all the way until lunch almost. And ended up getting a lot better in the last half of the day, but the last hour or so, it's been bothering me again. I sort of want to blame it on the running. I ran a mile 2 or 3 days ago. I'm not real sure what day it was. I didn't mention it on the video here, which is really frustrating. I think part of it could be that I'm, getting a little too heavy to run. I used to be a big-time runner, but that was when I was 130 pounds. I'm now 150 at the same height. And it's not like, I don't think I run with bad form either. I run in some Vivo barefoot shoes. And so I, don't really heel strike at all. I'm always landing on the ball of my foot. But that almost seems to be a pattern that every time I run now, my back will sort of flare up. So I'm thinking, probably a muscular weakness I've got to address somewhere. The hip flexors maybe, the glutes maybe. I did a few sets of hip thrust, which you've seen at the beginning of the video. I did the one set with the bar, then I did 2 bodyweight sets. And to be honest, that kind of taxed me. After the second bodyweight set of, I think, 10, my glutes just didn't feel like they had much lift in them. So I think my glutes are weak. I've been saying that for the last 2 months. And, I don't feel like I'm really addressing it until it is causing me problems, which is a really bad habit for me to start. But, I think movement is medicine. I've been, doing a little bit of knees over toes guy, the Ben Patrick. I've been doing some of his workouts here recently, maybe the past 2 months, just here and there. And I've been doing the sissy squats, really focusing on mobility and more so knee health. And let me tell you, my knees have really never felt better. My knees are feeling amazing right now. But I don't know. The lower back has been feeling solid here lately. Haven't had any problems out of it until I hit that run. Which I mentioned, it frustrates me. I used to be a big time runner, and I would like to start running again. I don't know, but I'm not going to be able to run if, I wake up every morning with lower back pain. So I don't know what to do from here. I'm only doing that one set of 135 for 5 tonight. I'm probably going to do some bench press after I get off here. Probably some more not glute bridges, but hip thrust. Potentially some good mornings if it doesn't flare the low back up. But if I feel anything in my spine, then I'm just going to rack the bar. And probably do some hip flexor work tonight as well. Just hanging from a pull-up bar. and doing some knee raises. But that's really all I got for tonight. It's kind of frustrating. I don't know. Maybe my squat form isn't as good as I think it is. I know I do have some butt wink. For a while, I fixed that. I feel like it's kind of coming back here and there. But everything is like starting to feel tight. Hip flexors are feeling tight again. They try to pinch really bad. So I feel like I need to work on mobility. So I may do some of that tonight as well. It's frustrating. It kind of makes me just, not want to squat anymore, not want to do anything if I'm going to have to be constantly battling pain. And it'd be one thing if it was muscular pain, but I don't know. I know, giving up isn't the right route, and I do think like movement is medicine. I just got to figure out the right movements to address this. I've been slacking on things like I said I was going to do. I've been trying to incorporate more mobility stuff from Ben Patrick, like the ATG split squats. I don't know. There's several things, but I think if I could stay consistent with them, probably 2 or 3 times a week, I'd probably see more results. But it's sort of just a thing of, let me bend over and touch my toes here, and maybe once or twice a week where I do any sort of, stretching or anything, and it's usually not any longer than 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow's like. I'll catch y'all then.